You know, an interesting thing for me personally is I don't ever recall anybody engaging me with the gospel. And I used to hang around down in Newport Beach, and I'd lean against the wall and get this tough guy look on my face, like there's nothing you can say to me. And I would remember seeing the Christians walking around handing out their little religious tracts and such. And in my heart, I was saying, please come and talk to me, but I was too proud to ask. And I noticed that they would engage other people in conversation, and when they came to me, they would just sort of look at me and just thrust the tract in my hands and back off. Like they really bought this silly thing that I did. And I would take it and shove it in my pocket and sort of scowl at them. But the key is I put it in my pocket. I didn't throw it away. And in my room at home, I had a big drawer that I filled with religious literature. And every now and then I'd pull the drawer out and I would dump it on my bed and read through this stuff and try to make sense of it. I had stuff from Christians, from Krishna, from Mormons, from Jehovah's Witnesses, all kinds of people. I needed someone to show me the way. I don't remember anyone doing that. And the way that I ended up hearing the gospel was going to a Christian meeting I wasn't even invited to. I just saw this girl on my high school campus that I found attractive, and I wondered why a cute girl like her would be so stupid as to be a Christian. And so I went to the meeting, checking it out. The last thing I ever planned on doing was becoming a Christian myself, but I heard the gospel for the first time in a way that I understood, and I gave my life to the Lord. But as I look back on my life, I see that there were a lot of unsung heroes that helped prepare the way. There were my grandparents that took me to church when I lived with them for a few years. And though I remember I thought church was very boring, and I would just draw cartoons on the bulletin, I did hear about Jesus. I remember my grandmother's painting of Jesus she had hanging on the wall. I remember watching Billy Graham on the black and white television set of my grandparents' front room. Even my mom, in her own way, helped bring me to Christ. Oh, no, she didn't raise me as a Christian. In fact, the very opposite. She did everything she could to stay away from Christianity and not have me exposed to it in any way. But because she immersed me so much in such a wicked world, it made me search for God at an early age. So we can all look back in our life and identify people that made a contribution.